chicken asparagus with yellow rice. So what I got here are 4 of the chicken thighs that I washed and cleaned. And today I'll be prepping a meal that's pretty much passed down like a family recipe. So I'll be using 4 chicken thighs, or you can use a pack of chicken thighs. I'll be using the Prego garlic caramelized onion Alfredo sauce. I got my spices all right here that I'll be seasoning the making yellow rice and asparagus as well. And I'll show you guys all that you need for this recipe at the link below once I'm finished. All right. Okay, so what I use to season up my chicken thighs, I use 2 tablespoons of the garlic powder. I use 1 teaspoon of ground pepper. I use 3 teaspoons of the seasoned salt. I use 3 tablespoons of the Italian seasoning. 3 to 4, all depends. And I'll be using the Prego caramelized onion. So what I went ahead and did was go ahead and season the chicken. I used 3 tablespoons of the Italian seasoning. I used 2 bay leaves for the finishing. I used these 2 teaspoons of the seasoned salt. 3 tablespoons of the garlic. Ground pepper, 1 tablespoon. Didn't need much onion powder because I have the onion and the caramelized onion and the garlic Alfredo sauce, and then I'm going to garnish with the parsley. Yep, I'll be back. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and drizzle this with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, just to get it all. I'll definitely come back and show you guys that. As you can see, I've already added the olive oil to it. So what I'm going to just do right now is just get all these flavors going together. And after, I will be able to go ahead and set it in the fridge for marinating for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes, or anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. Marinate in the fridge. Now, there you have it. So you're going to make sure you place saran wrap or a lid over the marinating chicken. And once again, you will be marinating that up to an estimate of 30 minutes. Oh, by the way, I didn't use olive oil, so what I did was use the avocado oil. I used 3 tablespoons of this to place into the chicken and then mash it up and then place it in the fridge for marinating. So, all right, so now we're back with the Italian chicken. What we're gonna do is go ahead and place the freshly chilled chicken onto the baking dish. You're gonna preheat that for 45 minutes to an hour, depending on, how your oven cooked. And if you would like to, before you start to bake, you can also add 2 whole crushed garlic cloves, just for flavor. But considering the fact that I have the Prego garlic caramelized onion Alfredo sauce, I would not be needing too much garlic for this meal. Once again, the chicken skin was awesome. That was a great idea, because now I can put it in the bag for the puppies, or if you have any extra, to give them, because they will be in your face by the time you're ready to sit down and eat. So this will be something fun to make for them during the time that you're eating. I did not season it. I do have a little bit of thyme flakes on it, but yeah, it's not seasoned with salt, pepper, or anything, so it's very healthy. And make sure you get the excess grease off of it as well. All right, so lastly, you're gonna go ahead and put the chicken thighs on the baking sheet. I would prefer putting it bone down, so it can cook from the bone and up, and then you can temp it however so often, of course. And the temperature, make sure it reaches at least 201, or anywhere between 175 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit once it comes out. And then, yep, so stay tuned. Hello again, everyone. So what I have here is the freshly washed asparagus, which I will be using. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to keep the whole stalk of the asparagus up until it starts getting to this point. So I'll go ahead and slice and then go ahead and get that chilled for a minute. Okay, so now as you see, I cut the majority of the white pieces or tips off the asparagus. And what I like to do with this, I don't really throw it away, but today it don't look as ripe. But I would normally or usually slice these up and dice them and add them to a spinach Alfredo sauce with pasta, or even drizzle a little truffle oil on it with the pasta possibly, and then just have an Alfredo pasta with asparagus. But yeah, but today I'm gonna throw these away because I don't need them. All right, so now we're back. We're gonna start the asparagus. So what I have right now is a cast iron skillet with a little bit of the same avocado oil with about a tablespoon of butter. Go ahead and get that soft. I'm gonna just use this spoon right here. Now I like to add butter to any kind of oil. You have to keep on reusing butter or reusing the oil. So that is a good little thing you may want to consider if you don't want to run out of butter quickly. Just add about a tablespoon of olive oil or any kind of oil, cooking oil, vegetable, and add about a tablespoon of butter to it, especially your pancakes. It's like the greatest thing ever for pancakes. So what you're going to do is go ahead and get the butter going. 2 garlic cloves mashed, and what you're going to want to do is add them to this skillet of the butter and the avocado oil. Just get that in this skillet like that. And you want to take your then you want to take your spatula or your spoon and go ahead and get that garlic all up in that butter, like so. It smells so good. I love garlic. Alright. Once you got a good little garlic oil, I sometimes like to dress the oils up with about a teaspoon of pepper. I like to add that to it. A teaspoon of salt. And do it like that. And then go ahead and get this going. We don't need onion at all. Yeah, so basically what you're doing is you're getting the seasoning in there, not with the butter. So when you do put the asparagus in the skillet, that seasoning will stick right onto it and brown it really well. So that's a great way to brown things and get it flavorful on just one side, especially with chicken. Now, as you turn the chicken, you will have to re-season the skillet in the oil to get that same crustation of that seasoning or that flavor on the opposite side. So this is how I do this. My garlic is starting to sprout out new garlic. See that? Okay, anyway. It smells delicious in here, guys. Alright, so I'll be right back. Now, I went ahead and added another tablespoon of butter, just to, get that garlic flavor all around everything. So you can add as much as you guys would like, or as you like. Yeah, just make sure everything is flavored and seasoned, and now it is time for me to add the asparagus. So what I like to do is I have them right over here. I like to take like small little handfuls of asparagus and throw them into it like so. Then I'll go ahead and get them all mixed around like so. Smells so delicious right now. Alright, and I'm cooking this at medium heat, by the way. I don't like turning up the heat unless I have to, but everything I decide to cook, I start off on medium. And then you can move it gradually, so you don't have to worry about burning something or rushing something. You'd rather have it take your time. The process is definitely there for you to trust it. Alright, as you see, everything is getting glazed with that butter. Smelling delicious. I'm going to keep that, I'm going to turn that down until about like 3, which is a medium low. and get that the sauce out. Should have got some mushrooms, but at the time I was like, no, I wasn't thinking. That would have been kind of delicious as well. So asparagus is in there. I do the first half and then I'll do the second half. So yeah, you just want it nice enough. Alright, I'll be right back. As you see, I went ahead and added the second half of asparagus, but I'll be able to tell the difference because I positioned them in a way that I'll be able to understand it, and you can do it however you want to. But yeah, so I'll did it this way, so I can just rotate it in a circular motion, and everything will all get cooked back on. And you can also choose to get the asparagus already pre-bagged, which take less time if you're in a rush and things like that. But if you have plenty of time, feel free to get the fresh stuff. So you definitely want to stir, but you want to make sure you're rotating as well. So I'm doing, just shuffle it around. And there you have it. As you see, these are more golden brown at the tips, or more glazed at the tips, and these aren't. But eventually it'll all end up like that, and you only have about less than 15 more minutes to go once you start looking similar to this. You can keep the freshness in it if you would like to. I like mine kind of done, so it's all up to you. Now that the asparagus is getting browner, remember I said something about the brown glaze? Look at this. Ooh, yummy. That. So we have about 3 more minutes before I turn this down and put it on warm. That is just starting to do that now. So I'm going to put that on low. This is officially done. And some other individuals like to add the Alfredo sauce to this, which I am going to be doing. Once I remove the asparagus out, the Alfredo sauce will go in there and pick up all the flavors and juices that I have reserved with the garlic and everything else to enhance it. All right, stay tuned. So what I went ahead and did was go ahead and get the rice ready. So I did need to wash this rice because of the fact that it was the yellow rice. But I did add an additional cup of the jasmine original white rice. What you like to do is wash that rice twice. First half, you know, to get everything, dirt, old rice, it's pretty much in a big bag. You want to get that out of there. The second rinse is going to confirm to let you know if your quality is good in rice. You shouldn't have to, you know, have a lot of the rice float to the top. If that's the case, you may need to switch your brand due to the fact that it may not be the best quality. All right, so what I have here is the Alfredo sauce. I went ahead and put it in the oils that I had reserved from the asparagus, added a little bit of water to it, and now this is the outcome of that. So it's almost like an Alfredo gravy. Get that going. And then garnish it with the parsley, and I'll be all done. Here's the outcome of the Italian chicken baked. I baked it at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. You didn't need to oil the pan because the fact that we did marinate the chicken with the oil. So all of that is what you see around it. I have the Alfredo sauce over here where I added the Parmesan and shredded cheese to get this consistency. Also, the asparagus is finished as well. Let me show you that really quick. So that is all finished and ready. And then we have our yellow rice, which is right here brewing up, almost finished. So yeah, done. And this is pretty much how I built it, even though it's not gonna stay like this, but that is pretty much how it's supposed to go. But yeah, that is pretty much it, plus garnish. So yep, I hope you and your family enjoy awesome meal. Now there you have it. You have the yellow rice Italian chicken served with asparagus and an Alfredo sauce.